We have a very cool product for you guys today because these portable power stations are cool, but when you're off grid and the thing is dying, how do you replenish it? How do you charge it? And there hasn't been a great solution, but this one from DJI, it's an alternator charger, 1 kilowatt hour. Let me tell you, that's fast. So we're gonna give you pros, cons, and we are gonna compare it to the competition. All right, I'm not sure if you have a portable power station yet. Very cool product because it gives you power off grid in USB, in 110, in DC. But the problem is if you're off grid, it's kind of hard to replenish it back to full power. The two most common methods are with solar panels or with the cigarette lighter plug of your vehicle, and both are not that good. The solar panels are very expensive, especially when they're portable, and they're not that efficient. 60% efficiency, you'd be lucky to get that. And you have to keep moving the panels, and usually campgrounds are shaded and you don't have complete access to the sun. The cigarette lighter solution is even worse, way worse, because it is so slow. 80 watts, 100 watts. If you have a big station like this, it can take 10 hours, 20 hours, even 30 hours. And that just doesn't make sense. So what we have today is people have figured out that, hey, your alternator generates a lot of power and most of it is wasted because if you're not using it, you lose it. It comes from your engine. And they said, why don't we harness that power if it's available and use it to charge our power station? And some products have been introduced before, one by EcoFlow, Blue Eddy. I'm going to show you 5 products that I've had access to. And what's unique about this one from DJI is it may be the fastest because they are claiming 1 kilowatt hour. 1 kilowatt hour, 1,000 watt hours. And what that means is a 1,000 watt hour power station like this will be done in about an hour. So we're going to put it to the test. We're going to do the install. It's a simple install. And we are going to show you the app and see if it delivers what it claims. So I did the install, and what's really cool, the product, by the way, is $299, which is awesome, very competitive, one of the cheapest out there, especially for its speed and coming from a company called DJI. So there's only 2 connections, the positive and the negative, so very simple install. But you do have to route this big protected wire to wherever your power station is located. So they supply this for $299, and what we have here is the power station or the charger right here. It's not that big. It can be mounted to your vehicle. So ideally you want to mount it fairly close to your power station, and then you don't need to access it. Unlike other solutions where you have to press a button or whatnot, this could be hidden. It will go on its own. And what you do, so we have a DJI power station here. This is the 1,000 watt hour, expandable to 3,000, 10,000 watt hours with modules. And they like these little dongle modules, expansion blocks right here. And you plug it into the expansion block, like so. And then this thing is already turned on. It's connected to the battery, but it's not charging your power station. It is smart. It knows that your alternator is not on, the engine's not on, so it's not going to drain your battery. The really cool part is it's very configurable and it's automatic. The minute I turn on the engine, it should start up. So let's put that to the test. Basically, it's automatic. Automatic because it detects the voltage, the minimum voltage for it to start charging, and we've set it to 12.8 volts. So the minute it goes over 12.8 volts, which is when the alternator is on, it's going to start charging. Hopefully, keep your fingers crossed, and we'll see the rate that it charges at, okay? All right, I'll stay back here. It's charging now. Boom, there we go. Total power input, 103 watts, 434 watts, 742 watts. All right, so we're doing pretty good, 754 watts. Okay, and the key thing here is even though it claims 1,000, it's only charging at 745. And you know why? Because it not only automatically turns on, but it automatically throttles the charge depending on your battery and your alternator. Okay, right now it says the voltage of the battery is 12.8, so it's stopping right there. It's not going over. It's not harming your alternator or your battery. Okay, so what's the proof? We are gonna we're only going about 800 RPM, so we're gonna rev the engine a little bit and see what happens. All right, so I have the RPM going at about 1200 RPM, and you can see 1060 watts is going in. So well over 1,000. All right, so if you're driving, you're well over 1,000 RPM, 1200 RPM. Thing is gonna charge fast. So very cool, right? All right, so pretty cool, right? Works as advertised, and it's really automatic. One thing I'll do now is I will show you a couple of the options. So when we go to the options, it shows us that the energy management, you know, how much you want to charge this this device at, and the general settings. So 1K watt charger is, the settings are right here. So you could auto, recharge, or charge. Auto is just, it decides whether to charge the battery, the power station, or to charge the car battery. So that's a good mode to leave it at. 1,000 watts is what our max charging power at. And if we throttle it down, we said 542, it goes down to 542. So you don't have to charge it 1,000 watts if you don't want to. If you want to do slow charging, protect the power station a little bit. Okay, and the last one is the minimum voltage the battery can be set at. And let's say we want it at 12.7. Okay. Oh, 12.6 is the minimum. And there you go. So that's how much you want to protect your battery. 12.8 is the default, so we'll leave it at that. There you go. So the last part of this video, I'm going to compare it to the EcoFlow alternator charger. Okay, we have the EcoFlow alternator charger right here, and I'll show you some B-roll as I've been testing this quite a bit. So the big difference is this thing charges at 800 watts maximum, while the other one charges at 1,000 watts. This one, wow, so much more expensive, $599 right now, on sale for $400. So, you know, 600 and 300, so big difference. And the DJI is faster. Now, both of them, the big weakness is they're proprietary. So the DJI only works at the DJI power station. The EcoFlow only works for the EcoFlow power station. And this EcoFlow is heavier, a lot more involved. It's heavier duty than it needs to be. Big cable, and probably that's expensive. But I think the biggest difference that I see is on the EcoFlow, you do need to physically turn it on to start charging. So that's a little bit of a big weakness, because this can be installed anywhere, in your engine bay, in your pickup truck. It's not necessarily a place where you can reach it at while you're driving. So some people are forced to put it under the seat and whatnot so they could reach it. So very inconvenient. Hopefully they'll change that. The DJI, you don't have to touch it. It's automatic. It's based on voltage on when it turns on. So big difference right there. So, but it's a good day because you could charge with your alternator some wasted energy anyway, and fast charge your EcoFlow power station or your DJI power station. Thanks a ton.